In current world events, COVID-19 is still a thing. The U.S. has just exited Afghanistan in an ugly way, hopefully for the last time, and the world looks to be in chaos. It is hard to be optimistic in a world run by mostly incompetent leaders without accountability, but it is refreshing to hear from optimists like Joe Lonsdale in times like these. Joe Lonsdale is the founder of 8VC, a technology venture capital firm. I had the chance to sit down with Lonsdale and discuss a broad range of topics including his investments, the defense tech sector, companies in the 8VC investment portfolio, China, Afghanistan, and even the most influential people in his life. Like I said, we had a broad discussion. The Lonsdale approach. Before I jump into these topics, I want to first talk about the entrepreneurial, forward thought that Lonsdale uses to run 8VC. Lonsdale explained that he began investing because, as a founder of Palantir, a multi-billion-dollar global software company best known for its work in defense and finance, he recruited a lot of great people, and as many of the most talented left to build new companies as is normal in the tech world. He would advise how to raise funds, enter certain markets, and get certain types of talent. What started as Lonsdale helping those around him turned into 8VC, a venture capital firm constantly looking for conceptual gaps in the world. These gaps are the difference between how it is today and what could be possible. Lonsdale explained how he and his firm look towards filling these gaps by harnessing top talent in these industries to create value and ultimately make the world better. That may sound pie in the sky, but it works. Filling the big gaps in defense tech is one of those areas with a big gap. Lonsdale unpacked for me how defense tech formed a big gap, even though Lonsdale and Palantir were in Silicon Valley. Historically, Silicon Valley was a huge defense hub for a long time, considering the U.S. beefed up its defense tech going into World War II. Although you have a huge amount of money going into defense in the U.S., defense tech has not been a priority anymore in Silicon Valley. Lonsdale summarized it well by saying, when you have these giant inefficient legacy defense companies, and you don't have the top talent going into them for a period of decades, you start to have giant gaps. These gaps are the difference between how the company is doing things versus how it is up. Lonsdale also shared with me one objection some have to the method of filling these gaps with the top talent. Doesn't filling in these gaps breed moral hazard, and are there not a bunch of bad guys in these areas causing all sorts of problems?